Hello everyone, this is the Adaptive Management Plan for the Florida Coral Reef System, Actions and Strategies by Michael Walker. The Florida Coral Reef System faces considerable and constant threats. The Florida Coral Reef System has seen a 90% decline in the last several decades. There's been restoration of the reefs, but most are not the original corals. An adaptive management plan is needed to combat and monitor these threats. The Adaptive Management Plan for the Florida Coral Reef System aims to bolster long-lasting partnerships and build new ones for future conservation of the reef systems. Engagement with reef managers, stakeholders, and general public for continuous real-time shifts in management and techniques are key to the success for restoring and conserving the Florida Coral Reef System. Actions and strategies. Based on the goals and objectives set forth in the vision statement, the following are proposed actions and strategies. Number 1, the consolidation of the advisory councils and to revise these councils into 3 main geographic regions. 3 zones would be made up. The Zone 1, which would include Martin County, Palm Beach County, and Broward County. Zone 2 would be Miami-Dade County, Biscayne Bay National Park. Zone 3 would include all of the Florida Keys and the National Marine Sanctuary. The reason for consolidation for these advisory councils is to bring everyone under one vision statement and for everyone to have similar goals and objectives for the reef management. The 3 distinct zones are geographically separated and are so such because of the unique issues each area may face. For example, Zone 1 may have to contend with education on certain reef harming because of suntan lotion use. And that's because of the vast amount of beach tourism. Zone 2 may have to deal with a larger vessel traffic with cruise ships and larger recreational vessels. Zone 3 may have to deal with shallow water craft damage, and those are just a few examples. If emergent goals or objectives or issues that are unique to each zone actually come up, then they may be able to deal with those in situ or ad hoc as needed. And it's vital that we utilize these advisory councils to push for stakeholder and governments and end user education, utilizing techniques to respond to real-time threats. So, utilization of ArcGIS and data tracking systems can be utilized for real-time tracking for a variety of issues along the reef system. Fast response teams then can receive the data quickly and respond to these issues with various mitigation techniques. ArcGIS, along with a lot of other data gathering platforms such as Survey 123, have been utilized for a variety of reasons. One of them, for example, is the tracking of endangered species of turtles, which are nest along the Florida beach coastline. And that's just one example. The ingenious part of this technology is that data sets can be quickly adapted to whatever the user may need, and it can be captured, and it can give it real-time feedback of location, accuracy, and can be later saved for analyzation. Fast response teams can utilize these real-time data sets to mitigate with various techniques. One of them is a popular one, is the artificial reefing mitigation or restoration. One such example is the electrified artificial reefs, or also known as biorock. And this is used basically by passing a low voltage electricity through the structure. This creates an effect known as electrolysis, which provides cathodic protection to the structure. It keeps it from eroding or rusting, basically. And furthermore, causes minerals from the sea water to precipitate out and collect on the metal. This action creates a beneficial environment for the growth of corals and other calcium carbonate secreting organisms. And this actually, the results for this type of technique shows up to 3 to 5 times faster growth than other techniques. The use of concrete is another popular artificial reef method, and very similar because the concrete is very similar in mineral content. Concrete is heavy and requires funding and resources, however, to set in place. All right. The strategy number 2 entails improving water quality from terrestrial point source and non-point source discharges. A report from 2019 NOAA actually showed the water quality standards cited in nutrient buildup, sedimentation, and wastewater runoff were in part to blame for the decline in reproductivity. The report also stated the water quality standards for reef impact have not been well established or adopted statewide. Furthermore, water quality monitoring data in reef habitats is also lacking. There's only really nearshore water quality standards. Sedimentation is also known to be a key factor, as nearshore urbanization and development causes turbidity and movement of sediment. A recent study into the stony coral tissue disease, which has been recent and fast-spreading coral disease, showed that reef sediment is a vector and depository for the disease. While the source of the disease is still unknown, sedimentation is still a huge factor in transmission throughout the reef. Scientific consensus indicates without addressing the issues of wastewater runoff, sedimentation, and nutrient buildup, the various issues with the coral reef system will likely continue. That is my presentation on axes and strategies. Thank you very much.